So now in today's session, we are going to discuss about creating the related records inside the object and creating the bulk records also. How to create the bulk records inside your object also, we'll see practically in this case. Okay, now. For example, in the last session we have discussed, I want to create an account record and along with an associated case. Sometimes I want to create an account record along with an account, I want to create an associated contact. Sometimes I want to create an account record, an associated contact, and an associated case, and an associated opportunity also. At that time, how can we create the associated records inside your Salesforce instance through programming? Now let's see practically. That already we have discussed. Whenever we are creating the associated records, first of all, we have to write the code to create the parent record. Once the parent record code has been executed, once the parent record has been inserted successfully, then we can write the code to create that associated child record. Upon creating the child record, we have to pass the parent record ID inside the relationship field. That is the second step we need to follow. As part of this, upon creating the child record, we need to supply the parent record ID inside the associated relationship field inside the child object. Okay, you know that concept over here. In the last session, we have discussed. Now let's see how can we create the records through programming which are associated. Okay, now let's see practically in this case. Okay, now. So let's take a small use case. So write an Apex program to create an account record. Write an Apex program to create an account record and an associated contact record. An associated contact record. So this is my requirement. I want to create an account. Along with that account, I want to create a related contact also. Then how can we create the account record? You know. How to create the contact? You know. But now I would like to make these two are associated. I don't want to make it as independent. I want to make the contact record to be associated with the account. How can we do this one? Now tell me the code. How to implement this one? Tell me that rough code so that we can able to implement that practically. That. First of all, we need to create account record. Now, as a step one, we need to write the code to create an account record. Upon creating that account record, we are creating the object of that account class. Account is equals to new account. I'm passing the values. Required field values I'm supplying over here, one by one, one by one, one by one. After that, I'm inserting that account record. Insert ACC. Once the record has been inserted successfully, I want to show the confirmation message. ACC.ID not equals to null. That means if the record has been created successfully, ID has been generated. Now I want to show the message system.debug record has been created successfully. Okay, success. I want to show the account record. Next, after that, what do we need to do? Contact record. Where we can write that code? Inside the if condition or outside the if condition? Inside the if condition, right. Now inside this if condition, we need to write that second step. Now, as a step 2, now create the related contact. Okay, create the related contact record. I want to create that contact record information. How to create the contact record now? Now tell me. Okay, create the object of that contact class. Contact, some CON equals to new contact. Next, I need to supply the value for all the fields. Next, I want to insert the contact. Now, any more thing that we need to do? What we need to do? We need to pass account record ID. When to which field? What is that field name? Account ID. I am getting the account record ID value. In which field I need to pass this value now? So now we need to pass that account record ID. Account record ID field we need to store inside the relationship field. What is the relationship field inside my contact? Contact dot. What is the field name? Account ID. Okay, account ID. Because here between this account and contact, we are having that lookup association is available. That lookup association has been implemented by creating one additional field called as account ID field. Now this account ID field contains the ID of the account record to which the contact has been associated. Okay. So now before inserting the contact record, first of all we have to supply the ID of the parent record to which a parent this contact should be get associated. This is one additional step that we need to do, nothing else. Okay. Clear? Now let's see how can we implement the practical part. Okay. First of all, as a step one, we need to create the parent record. Once the parent has been inserted successfully, inside the if condition, we need to write the code of child record. Upon creating the child record, we need to supply the parent record ID to which this contact should be get associated. Okay? Now, let's see the practical part. Let me go to that execute anonymous window. Now, so as a step one, I need to create the account record. Creating the account record. I want to create the object of the account class. Account sum SEC equals to new account. I'm supplying the value. SEC dot name. I'm indicating the name as some parent test account. SEC dot industry. I'm indicating like some banking. SEC dot rating. I'm giving like as heart. SEC dot type. I'm supplying the value prospect. SEC dot ownership. I'm indicating as private. SEC dot annual revenue. I'm passing the value some 26 lakhs. SEC dot phone. I'm passing the value. SEC dot fax. SEC dot website. And SEC dot active status. I'm passing the values and yes. SEC dot customer priority. I'm giving the value as some high. Once I'm supplying the values, then I'm inserting the account record. Insert SEC. Then I'm displaying the message. If SEC dot ID not equals to null, then I want to show the confirmation message. Account record inserted successfully. SEC dot. Okay. So up to this part, we are creating that account record. That means parent record. Okay, now, so this is the first part where we are creating the account record. Once the account record has been created successfully, okay, once the account record has been created successfully, then we need to create the associated contact record as a step 2. Create the associated contact. Now, I'm preparing the object of the contact class. Contact some CON equals to new contact. Now supply the values. Contact dot first name. Like as I'm indicating like some Rajesh. Contact dot last name. I'm indicating like as some Kumar. Contact dot title. He is a software developer. Contact dot email. I'm indicating like as rajesh@gmail.com. Contact dot phone. I'm supplying the value. Contact dot fax. I'm supplying the value. I'm passing contact dot mobile phone. I'm indicating the value. Contact dot other phone. I'm supplying the value. Contact dot birthday. I'm indicating date dot new instance. Because 1985, the 5th month, 23. I would like to insert the contact record. Insert contact. Before inserting the contact record, we need to supply the parent record ID. That means make the contact to be associated with the account. Simply we have to supply the contact object. We have a field called as account ID. Inside this, we need to pass the ID of that account record where exactly the account is available. Then we can display the message. If contact.id not equals to null, then we can show the message. Contact record ID is contact.id. Okay. This is a piece of code. Just by adding this one line of code, it will be making this contact to be associated with that account. If you forgot to add this line of code, account record will be created, contact will be created, but both will be independent records, not associated. Done? Done? Now. So now let me execute this code. I am going to be executing this piece of code so that we can create an account record and an associated contact record also. Now, before that, let me verify how many account records are available inside my object. So I'm having totally 36 account records are available inside my object. Okay, now I'm creating an account record and an associated contact. For example, for this account, I'm giving the name as like some Tesla Motors. Okay, I'm giving that account record name as some Tesla Motors. Now this is the name of that account record and the details of this account record right now. And then here I'm indicating the details of the account, and I'm inserting that account record. Once the account record has been inserted successfully, then I'm creating an associated contact record also by passing the account record ID to the contact records relationship field. Now, let me execute this piece of code. Now the customer priority, there is a spelling mistake inside the customer priority. Okay. Customer priority. Click on execute. The request has been sent to the server. It is creating a new records inside your object. It will create both account record as well as contact record also. Account record has been created, contact record has been created. But these two are associated or not. I want to cross check. Let's go to the accounts, get all the records. I want to get only those records whose name is starting with the character some T, because my account record name is starting with some T. Now Tesla Motors Incorporation, the record has been created. So this is the account record which we have created, which is having the values which we have supplied, the type value, industry, annual revenue, rating, all these field values we have supplied. And then when you come down, there is an associated contact record also has been created for you. Like this is the related contact record, is the first name of the contact, last name, phone number, mobile number, fax value, email ID, and the title. All this information we have supplied. So now this contact is associated to an account called as Tesla Motors Incorporation. Like that we can able to make the records to be associated also with the help of this Apex program. Okay? Clear? Just to make that association, just you have to pass the parent record ID in the relationship field of your child record. That's it. Okay? Clear? Let me place this code. Understood the concept here? How to create associated records? Now let me give you one more requirement. Okay? Now, one more use case. Now we'll try on the custom objects. Let me show you that objects data model. I want to create a hiring manager record and an associated position record. Okay, I want to create a hiring manager record and an associated position record. Okay, now I want to create. So now let me show you that schema builder. I want to show that hiring manager object and along with that position object also. Now tell me these two are associated or not? Yes. What is association? Lookup association. Which one is parent now? Hiring manager. Position is a child object. Okay. Now. So now in this case, which record we need to create first? Hiring manager. Now, next one. I need to create that next record as position. Upon creating the position record, I want to make the position to be associated to the hiring manager. So at that time, I need to pass the hiring manager ID to the position record. In which field we need to supply this value? Hiring manager. What is the field name? Look into the structure. What is the field name here? Hiring manager __ C. Now the link is mapping exactly to this particular place. So this is the field which is the relationship. It's a direct indication. Okay, straightforward is indicating to you directly. So now this hiring manager is associated with the position with this particular field. So now for this field we need to supply the value. Whatever the hiring manager ID has been generated, that hiring manager ID we need to supply inside the field called as hiring manager __ C. Okay, clear? Now in this case. So now in this case, for example, let me show you one more scenario inside this. So we are having this hiring manager object. We are having the associated the position object also. When you go to that fields, now what we observe in this case? On your relationship field, have you observed anything here? What is that? Then, on my relationship field, there is a small option. What is this option? What is this option now? Lookup what? Lookup filter. Okay, lookup filter is there. Okay. Now, what is this lookup filter is expecting now? How to see this lookup filter information? What is the filter condition? How can we see? Go to that field, click on edit button. Next, where you can see. Go to that lookup filter section. Go to that show filter settings section. Here we are having the condition. What is the condition? Position location should be equals to hiring manager position. That means position and the hiring manager both should be in the same location. So at that time we need to map that values. Okay. So whenever we are creating the related record, please take care about this kind of lookup filters. Okay. If you are passing hiring manager with the location Hyderabad, position with the location Chennai, it will be giving that error message to you. Record cannot be acceptable because here there is a lookup filter has been configured on my position object records. On this field, there is a lookup filter is available, which is expecting both position, location value, hiring and the location value both should be exactly same. If both are different, lookup filter will be getting failed. It won't allow you to create your records. Okay. For that reason, here whenever we are creating the records which are all time associated, please look into the lookup field if it is having any lookup filters are available. Based on the lookup filters only, we need to supply the values. Okay. Clear? Now let's see in this case, how can we do this one? Will you write the code for this one? Yes, start writing the code. So I will give you the structure over here. Here is the hiring manager object structure. When coming to the position object, I'm placing this fields. I'm having this hiring manager object. I'm having the position object. Now start writing the code for this one. Now, inside this position, we are having a roll-up summary. Do I need to supply the value for roll-up summary field? No. Roll-up summary is a system generated field, so no need to supply the value for roll-up summary field. For this field, don't supply the values. Don't supply the value for this field. Last modified by, no need to supply. Created by, no need to supply. Okay? Owner field, no need to supply. Here also, created by, not required. Last modified by, not required. Owner field, not required. So let me prepare the code now for this hiring manager and the position. So now as usual, the step 1 we need to create the parent record. As a step 2, we need to create the associated child record. Now, I am creating that hiring manager record first. And we need to create the associated position record. So let me create the object of that hiring manager class. If you are feeling difficulty to write this code, simply we can copy and paste also. Just you can go to that hiring manager object, go to that view fields, okay, take that object name. This is the object name here, hiring manager underscore C. Go to that hiring manager underscore C, and HR equals to new hiring manager underscore C. I am creating the object of the class. Next one, HR dot name field. No need to type manually, just you can copy. Here we are having the name field, copy that field name, place it over here, and supply the value. I am indicating like as some Ram Kumar. HR dot second field, that is what? Location. Go to the personal fields and relationships section. Now copy that field value. Location. I'm indicating the value like as some Chennai. HR dot third field, contact number. Copy that contact number field, paste it here. Enter. HR dot email ID. Copy the email ID field, paste it. Kumar@some gmail.com. HR dot PAN number. This is a PAN number field. Equals to, I'm indicating that. PAN number value. So now I have supplied value for all the fields. Now I'm inserting the hiring manager record. Insert HR. I want to verify if the HR record has been inserted successfully or not. If HR.id not equals to null, then I would like to show the message. System.debug hiring manager record created with the ID. I am indicating that ID value. Now HR record creation has been done. Next, what is the next step? Position record. As a step 2, create the associated position record right now. Okay? Now create the object of which class now? Position class. Now let's go to the position object fields. Go to the position object. Go to the view fields. Now copy that position object name. Position underscore C. Now we can able to prepare that. Some POS equals to new position. Okay? Now, so I would like to supply the values. POS dot name. You can copy and paste the field names also, no problem. Okay? Now I'm indicating like as some SAP PP consultant. Okay, SAP PP consultant. So now we are having some position for the production planning consultant. Okay, so that we are expecting the designation as SAP PP consultant. Now position dot location. Now what we value need to supply over here? Hyderabad. Can you supply? Why? Why can't you supply? Then we have a lookup filter. That parent location value, child location value, both should be same. Here also we need to supply the value Chennai. Now, for example here, do we have any other alternative way? Can I get this value instead of hard coding this? What is the value here? Chennai. Chennai value we have assigned where hiring manager's location value. Now can I get this value directly here? Yes. How can we get this value? HR dot location. That's it. Okay. HR dot location. Instead of hard coding the value, we can able to get the value directly over here. Next, the position dot HR email ID. Now, I need to get the email ID of the HR person. How can we get this one? HR dot email ID __ C. Next, the position dot open date. I'm indicating the value system dot today. Position dot milestone date. I'm indicating system dot today dot add days. Add days of, I'm indicating some 30 days. Position dot minimum budget. Minimum budget or minimum pay? That is minimum budget. I'm giving the value some 17 lakhs. POS dot maximum budget. I'm indicating the value some 20 lakhs. POS dot number of vacancies. I'm indicating some 2. POS dot passport required. I'm indicating true. POS dot travel required. I'm indicating false. POS dot position description. I'm indicating required 5+ years of experience in SAP PP module. Now, POS dot skills required. I'm giving that same value. Now, and then I would like to insert the position record. Now, before that, what we need to do? Then we need to make the position. Make the position to be associated to HR person. How can we make it associated? What is that field? HR hiring manager __ C. Okay, we are having a field called as hiring manager __ C. Now, position dot hiring manager __ C. What is the value we need to supply now? HR dot ID. That's it. Now I want to show the message. If position dot ID not equals to null, I want to show the message system dot debug position record inserted with the ID. POS dot. Okay. So now this is the position record insertion process. We are creating the parent record and we are creating the child record. Upon creating the child record, we need to make the child record to be associated to the parent, so that we need to supply the parent record ID inside the relationship field in the child object. This is one small additional thing we need to do. That's it. Done? Now, so let me execute this piece of code. I'm creating a record with the name. This is a HR person details here I'm creating, and then I'm creating an associated position also, that is called as SAP PP consultant. I've supplied all the values right now. Now click on execute. So now variable does not exist the location. Let's verify. So what are the fields are available? So now here we are having location. Here we are having what is that field name? Location name. Okay. Now this is the problem. So now let's specify the value location underscore name underscore C. Okay. Click on execute. Now my request has been sent to the server. It is creating a position record and an HR record also both. Now let's see the results. Select the debug only checkbox. Hiring manager record has been created successfully and the position record also has been created. Both the IDs have been generated. Now let me verify this. Now let me go to that hiring manager object to cross check whether record has been created successfully or not. Go to the hiring manager object. Now my Ram Kumar record has been created. Location is Chennai. Contact number and the email ID value. Once you open this record, you can see that hiring manager details over here. What are the field values you have supplied? All the values we can able to see, and along with that, we can see the associated position also. This is the position record which we have assigned. SAP PP consultant position has been assigned to Ram Kumar. Once you open this record, we can able to see that. You can see the details of this, the position record. So what are the details you have specified? Like as the name of the requirement and the number of vacancies, hiring manager person, location name, position status, reference ID, maximum budget and the minimum budget, and the milestone details, and the contact number details over here, and the travel required and the passport required. And then we are having the position description and all these fields are available. So we can able to see all this information inside your position record. So now this position has been associated to a HR person called as it is Ram Kumar. It has been assigned to the Ram Kumar. Like that, both the records has been associated. Okay, clear? So it may be standard object, it may be custom object also. Both the scenarios are same. Just we have to identify, so what is the association that we have, and which one is parent, which one is child, what is the relationship field inside this. In the relationship field, just we have to pass the parent record ID. That's it. That is one additional line of code we need to do to make it as associated. Okay? Clear? Understood the requirement? Feeling comfortable with this one, creating the child records along with the parents? Now let's take some measurements here. Before that, let me place this one. Let me place the code. So let's make a note of the assignments. First one. Write an Apex program to insert an account record and an associated high priority case. Write an Apex program to insert an account record and an associated high priority case. Then what we can do in this case? First of all, account record has to be get created. Second one, we need to create the case record. Upon creating the case record, I want to make that case as a high priority. How can we do this one? Make the priority field value as high. That's it. Okay. Now, between these two, what is the relationship field that we have? Which one is parent, which one is child now? Account is the parent, case is the child. Now, what is the relationship field that we have in case object? Lookup field, okay, fine. What is that field name? What is that field name? Account ID. Okay, account ID. It may be case object also, opportunity object also, and then contact object also. These are having relationship field as account ID. It's a blind thumb rule. Okay, it's a blind thumb rule. Okay, now account record, and I want an associated case record. Okay, here I am indicating that inside the case object we are having the field called as account ID. Next, the second one. Write an Apex program to insert an account record and an associated contact record and an associated case to both account and contact. To both account and the contact. Case record can be associated with both the objects also. It will be having the association with account, it will be having the association with contact also. Now, we are having this account record. For this account, there is an associated contact. Okay, contact. Now I am having that case record, which should be associated with the both account and the contact also. Which will be having the association with the both account and the case also. It is having the association. Now, so I want an account record and then along with an associated contact. And then for this account, for this contact, both should be associated with a case. In this case, how it is associating over here? For this one, to associate that case record to this account, we are having that. Inside the case object, we have account ID field. To make it associated with a contact, it is having. Inside the case object, we are having a field called as contact ID. That's it. Now tell me, in this case, which record needs to be created first, which record needs to be created next? First of all, account, next, contact, and then case, right. Okay, we give the flow. Okay, because to create the case record, we need both account ID as well as contact ID. So that create the account record first, and then create the associated contact, and then create the related case for both the account and contact. Okay, clear? Next, I am giving the different scenarios. Okay, the third one. Write an Apex program to a hiring manager record and an associated position record and an associated candidate for the position. Okay, and an associated candidate for the position. Here I'm having that hiring manager record. For this hiring manager, there is an associated position. For this position, there is an associated candidate I want. Okay. Now in this case, which records we need to create first? Hiring manager, and then position, and then candidate. Okay. Next one, the fourth. Write an Apex program to insert a lead record into the object and an associated task record. An associated task record. So first of all, we have to create the lead record, and then we have to create the associated task record. How can we map the task record to be associated to the lead? Here we are having inside my task object. Okay, inside my task object, we have a field called as OID. Okay, OID field. In this OID field, supply the ID of that lead record. For the task object, what fields are there? We are having the task subject field, priority field, status field, activity date field, nothing but you can pass a date value. Okay, and then OID field. Okay, task subject and the priority and the status, activity date, and we can give some task description also. Okay, description also. Next, the fifth requirement. Write an Apex program to insert a hiring manager record and an associated event record in the object. I want the hiring manager object, and then I want an associated event record. Inside this event object, we are having the field event dot what ID. In that what ID field, we have to supply. Okay. In my event object, we are having the fields. Name of the event, subject, location, start time, end time, and then the description, and then what ID. These are the 5 requirements. I want everyone has to complete these 5 assignments by tomorrow at least. Okay, I will pick up the person randomly tomorrow. Okay, now. Done? Done with these requirements? Now, next one. Creating the bulk records. As of now, we have created single records. It may be parent, it may be child also, but sometimes I want to create some bulk records inside my object. Okay? Then how can we create the bulk records? Now let's see practically. Now, for example, I want to create a contact record inside my object. How to create the contact record inside the object through programming? By creating the object of contact class. I am creating the object. Contact from CON equals to new contact. I am passing the value. Contact dot first name. I am passing some value. Contact dot last name. I am passing the value. Here I am indicating like as some Santosh, some Kumar. Contact dot title. I am passing the value like as some manager. Contact dot department. I am indicating like as some development. Contact dot, I would need to specify the phone. I am passing the value. Contact dot fax. I am passing the value. Now I am inserting that contact. And I want to show the message. If contact dot ID not equals to null, I want to show the message. System dot debug contact record ID is. I want to show the contact ID. Okay. So now this is the piece of code we are writing to create this contact record. Now, for example, if I am executing this entire code, how many contact records will be created? One. I want to create 2. What would you do? Then we need to execute this code 2 times. Suppose if you want to create 3 records, then we need to execute it 3 times. If you want to create 100 contact records, execute the same code 100 times. Even though the values may be same, no problem for me. I want some records. So now here in this case, instead of writing the same code again and again, can't we execute this code iteratively? Yes, we can able to execute that. Then how can we do this one? By using for loop. Okay. Now, tell me how can we use a for loop now? For I want to insert 10 contact records. Then what we can do? Insert. Now the for integer counter equals to 1, and then counter less than or equals to 10, and every time I'm incrementing the value by 1. So now I would like to collect this data here. Now this whole code I would like to execute. Okay, I would like to execute this code. How many times you would like to execute? 10 times I'm executing this code here. Whatever the code that I have written, I'm executing this code 10 times. Okay, whatever the code that I have written, I'm executing this code 10 times because I want to insert 10 contact records inside my object here. So in this case, whenever we are going to be inserting the records into your object, multiple records, then we can able to use the help of iterative statement. By using the iterative statement, then we can iterate the statement till how many number of times that you want. But the values may be same. Sometimes you can make it a bit different over here. Like as last name I'm indicating like as Kumar hyphen, I would like to add counter value. Then how it is indicating here? Santosh Kumar 1, Santosh Kumar 2, Santosh Kumar 3, like that up to 100. Okay, or 10 or 20, whatever. We can able to change some last name field values also. The possibility is available. Okay, whenever if you want to create the records multiple times, then write the piece of code and iteratively we can execute that code till the required number of times. Okay, clear? Now make a note of this one. Creating bulk records. We can create the bulk records. Inside the object with the help of iterative statements. We can create the bulk records inside the object with the help of iterative statement. Now, the syntax. Use the for loop, specifying the initialization part, and then we can specify the conditional part, and we can specify increment or decremental part. And here we can write the code. Write the code to insert the record here. Write the code to insert the record inside your object. Done? Now, so let's take a small piece of code. Take a small use case. Now, so write an Apex program to insert 20 hiring manager records. Inside the object. Write an Apex program to insert 20 hiring manager records inside the object. I want to insert 20 hiring manager records. Then how can we do that? Now let's see practically. So now here I am going to be using this for loop. Now tell me here, how can we write the code? For integer counter value equals to 1, counter less than or equals to 20, counter plus plus. I am incrementing the value till 20 times. In each iteration I want to create one hiring manager record. So that create the object. Hiring manager underscore underscore C, some HR equals to new hiring manager. I am supplying the value. HR dot name equals to, I'm indicating like some bulk HR record hyphen, I'm adding the counter value. Okay, I'm adding that counter value. So now let me verify in my hiring manager object how many records are available. We are having as of now 116 records are available here. Okay, now I'm creating the records. 20 records I'm creating right now. Bulk HR record hyphen, I'm adding the counter value so that it is indicating bulk HR record hyphen 1, bulk HR record hyphen 2, like that up to 20. HR dot contact number. I'm passing the value. HR dot email ID. I'm indicating like as bulk HR plus counter and then @gmail.com. That means what? Bulk HR1 @gmail.com, bulk HR2 @gmail.com, like that up to 20. HR dot location. I'm passing the value some Pune. HR dot PAN number. I'm passing the value. I'm supplying the value. Then I would need to insert the HR record. HR, I'm displaying the message. If the HR dot ID not equals to null, I want to show the message. Hiring manager record ID is HR dot ID. Okay. Inside the for loop, I am writing the piece of code in order to create the respective records multiple times. Done? Now. So now let me execute this code so that we can see it will be creating 20 records or not. Now, so now let me execute this one. Here already I am having 116 records are available inside my hiring manager object. So starting with the character B, let me verify. We don't have any records right now. Now let me execute this piece of code. Click on execute. So now my request has been sent to the server. It will be iterating this for loop for 10 times. In each iteration, one HR record will be getting created. All the 20 records will be getting created inside my object. Select the debug only checkbox. All the record IDs has been displayed by this system.debug statement inside the debug log file. Now, So now in this case here, let's go to your Salesforce instance, refresh this user interface. Now you will be getting the 20 records. 20 records are available whose name is starting with the character sum B. So now bulk HR record 1, 2, 3, 4 like that up to 20 records we are having inside your object. All the records will be getting available. The location value, contact numbers, and the email IDs also will be available. Like that bulk records also we can able to create inside your object in Salesforce instance. Okay? Clear?
This will create duplicate records.
Duplicate records only.
So for each iteration we can't supply different
No, we
values.
can't supply. At that time we have to go with the procedures or Visual Force program. Okay? Tomorrow we are discussing about the procedures concept. Okay? Clear? Let me place this code. Take a small assignment. Let's see how many people will do these assignments by tomorrow. So write an Apex program to create 100 lead records inside the object. Write an Apex program to create 100 lead records inside the object. Next one. Write an Apex program to create an account record and 5 associated opportunity records. 5 associated opportunity records. I want an account record. That account record should be associated with 5 opportunities. Five opportunities I want. Okay. So these are totally 7 assignments today. Okay. So now try these assignments today. Tomorrow we'll see the concept of subprograms. We'll see what exactly a subprogram, what is the use, how to implement the subprograms inside your Salesforce instance. We'll see practically.